Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is continuing on my Nordstrom anniversary sale coverage. Today I'm covering lifestyle picks, and this is everything from beauty to home to baby to menswear, just a little bit of everything. I'm going to be covering the items that I absolutely love and think are 100% worth the money, as well as the items which I've bought and I've definitely been a little bit disappointed by. So let's get started. So first up is my Lancome serum, and I've spoken about this one a couple times before. My mum got me hooked on this last year because she started using it and her skin was looking absolutely incredible. I asked her what she was using and it was this serum, so I obviously wanted to try it myself, and I've been using it pretty much every single day, morning and night, since December. So this is my second tube. I'm almost at the bottom of this one, but I do already have my backup ready, and it's just fantastic. I feel like you can instantly see a difference, and not only that, but it's actually very pleasant to use as well. So it's great even if you want to wear it under makeup. It absorbs very quickly, so you don't get any of that stickiness in terms of the texture, and the next day you can genuinely see your skin looking brighter, more plump, and just a bit more alive and youthful, I guess. So I am a die-hard fan of this. It is so good. I will continue to repurchase it. A really solid all-rounder, and I was so excited to see it in this year's end sale. Next up is the Supergoop sunscreen, and I don't think I've met a Supergoop sunscreen that I haven't loved. They're all really strong, and I've tried them all at this point. There's not too much in it for me. I think my current favorite is the Play one, but again, they're all pretty similar to me. And I absolutely love these. I am a complete sunscreen snob. I wear it every single day, so it has to be a product that I really like using, and these are just fantastic because they absorb really quickly. They're great even under makeup. They don't leave any kind of sticky residue. They don't leave a white cast, and I just think they are incredible. So if you're after a good sunscreen, I would definitely recommend. Now for my favourite fragrance, so this is the Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede. Again, I've spoken about this many times before, but it's my absolute favourite scent of all time. I wore this on our wedding day, and pretty much every other time that I wear perfume, I tend to gravitate to this one because it just smells insanely pretty. Like, it is the loveliest scent, and this one is included in the full size form, and then you get a little travel size as well. These are definitely expensive, but I always think Jo Malone perfume is just so wonderful. The scents are really great and they do last a very long time, and this one in particular is just my absolute favorite scent. I have the entire range from candles to body lotion to fragrance, and I just absolutely love it. Now for my cleanser, and I didn't feel like there was that much Elemis included in this year's Nordstrom sale, but they did have a couple of products. The other one I have tried and I don't really rate, if I'm honest, but the Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm I absolutely love. It's still my go-to cleanser, and this one is included in the super jumbo size, so you get a lot of product for your money. And this is just a fantastic, very classic cleanser. It is a balm one, so you just kind of pop it on your face, smear it all over, and then I use a warm washcloth to get it off, and it's just wonderful. Like the classic one, it does have a scent, but it's not nearly as strong as the rose one, which is very floral. So this just kind of smells like a general spa product, but it's great. It has a really nice consistency and texture, and it leaves your skin feeling incredibly clean without feeling tight, which is like my #1 criteria when it comes to cleansers. I want my skin to feel like it's completely bare without any product on it, but I don't want to have that tightness, and that's what this does. I would definitely recommend. I've been using this now for, I think, going on 2 years, and I don't really feel the need to look at other cleansers because I just feel like this does such a solid job. Now for the slip hair ties, and this is actually a set that I ordered myself. I'm a huge fan of these because they're really great to help protect your hair from any extra breakage. I do heat style my hair a lot, so whilst I'm not really willing to give up my hair colours, I am happy to do everything else in order to try and protect it. And one of those things is having a silk hair tie, because they genuinely do make the difference. These slip ones do come in a variety of sizes, but these are definitely my favourite ones, which are the skinnier ones in the kind of medium width. And these I find are perfect. I can tie them in a few loops just to tie my hair up in a ponytail or bun. It stays very secure, and they're just very gentle on your hair. And you do have a huge set included with all the different colours, which I just think are so pretty. So I'm very excited to get some extra ones. Somehow mine always disappear, so I only have these two left, which I've been guarding fiercely, but I'm definitely looking forward to having some extras in my life. Next up is my mirror. So this is by Riki Loves Riki, and there are two included in the end sale, I believe. There is a small portable one and there is also a kind of medium sized one. The one that I have is a full length one, so it's like really quite tall, just sits on top of my vanity, and I absolutely love it. These light up and they provide the best lighting. There are a few different settings and brightness, and I just think it's fantastic. And the one featured is a kind of nice in-between size, so if you wanted to take it away you could, but otherwise it's a nice size just to sit on top of your vanity. And then they also have the travel one as well. Super, super cool. These are very famous for a reason. They just have the best lighting and I would not be without mine. I absolutely love it. And now for a facial tool. So this is the new face. I talk about this every year because it's one of my favorite skincare tools. It's just fantastic. It appears every single year in the Nordstrom sale as well because they are so popular. I've had mine now for I think 4, maybe 5 years, so they really do last. Like, you don't need to keep replacing these at all. My one is the mini one, and you basically just glide it on your skin and it lifts everything up, and that's the best way I can describe it. You instantly see a difference to the extent where they actually encourage you to do one side of your face at a time so you can see the instant difference. It is so good. I wasn't able to use this when I was pregnant, and I was really, really looking forward to using it once I gave birth, and I've been using it ever since. So I would definitely recommend if you're looking for a little bit of a lift with your skin. My mum also uses it and she loves hers, and I just think they're great. And then my other skincare device, the Glow Pro, so good. This is a micro needling device which is at home friendly. Obviously you can do micro needling in a salon, but this one is a kind of at home version. And it's so great. You just run it over your skin and it basically creates like little punches in your skin, which sounds awful, but it doesn't hurt at all. Like, you can feel it, but nothing painful in the slightest. And it basically opens up your skin so your skincare absorbs better. And this works with pretty much all skincare, and it makes your skin more kind of plump as a result, but it also means that whatever skincare you're buying, you get more bang for your buck out of it, which who doesn't like better value for money? So would also very much recommend. I use mine probably 2 times a week now, so it's not something that you have to use every day at all, but it genuinely is very, very effective and I love mine so much. Next up is one which I definitely have mixed feelings on. So this is the Augustinus Badir, I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, and this is the cream. I think the rich cream is the one that's included in the end sale, and I got sucked in with the ads for this. It's a pretty famous product at this point. It's also very, very expensive, so I actually got this for Christmas. I did ask for it because I wanted to try it so badly. And it's probably the nicest moisturizer I've ever used. Like, it's very nice, it goes on very nicely, it has a pleasant, really mild scent, but I haven't seen any difference with my skin, and it has a lot of really big claims with it. And I think it was the Bobbi Brown adverts, I don't know if any of you guys saw them, that really sucked me in. She was going on about how this is the best moisturizer ever and it's transformed her skin, so I obviously wanted to try it, and as I said, it's a very nice moisturizer, but I don't feel like it's transformed my skin. I don't think it's made really any difference to my skin. I feel like the Lancome serum has made a difference, and I've been kind of using that very consistently. I only started using this about a month ago, and to date I've not seen any difference. Like, my skin is moisturized, but I feel like it works exactly the same as my Elemis moisturizer, which is much, much cheaper and better value. So I do like this, and you know, if someone gave it to me for free, I would happily use it, but for the cost, I don't think this is worth the money, even in the end sale, like with a better price. Yeah, I personally haven't seen a difference. If you have, let me know in the comment section, but for me, at the current price, this is a little bit of a miss. Now for some menswear, and I have 2 pieces here. So I have a hit and I have a miss. So the hit is the California Bear t-shirt, which they brought back this year. He absolutely loves this t-shirt. He's a huge fan of bears, and it's just a really solid one that is in steady rotation. I am going to get him to speak about both of these because honestly, it's just going to be better coming from him than me just kind of relaying his words. But the miss is the Robert Baraket t-shirt, which, as you can see, it still has the tag on. Dan only takes the tag off when he goes to wear it, and he just told me that every time he goes to wear it, he just tries something else because he just doesn't really like this very much. So I'm going to go ahead and cut away to a clip of him now explaining his thoughts on these, but yeah, he is not a fan.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Would you like to talk about your t-shirt?
Yeah, it's really nice. Fits me very well. I like the bear on it. What else would you like to know?
Okay, so Dan's a fan of this t-shirt. And then try on the other one, which you don't like, the Robert.
Blue one?
Yes. So Dan, why don't you wear a t-shirt? Because it looks okay to me.
So honestly, the answer is kind of weird. And if you ever put a t-shirt on back to front, and you know how it feels like it falls in different places? Well, it doesn't look like it, but it feels like it's back to front.
Okay.
It's not. Like it would be a good t-shirt otherwise, but there's just something.
Because it does look nice, but yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it might be my body shape. I have a weird body, so like it could be me, but it kind of feels like.
It just doesn't feel good, and it also kind of it's a bit lumpy around the shoulders and going up to your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so not a fan of this one.
No, you know what, as well, I think if it was cheaper it would have been fine, but if I remember it was quite expensive.
Yeah, for a t-shirt.
Yeah, like I don't, like if you're going to spend a lot of money on something, like it has to be bang on, especially when we've got like these Abercrombie ones that are super cheap and great, or like if you're going to spend a bit more, like I've got like Lululemon hoodies that I really love, like they're expensive but they're amazing, whereas this is kind of expensive but not quite there.
Okay. Makes sense. And now for baby items. There are so many incredible baby items in this year's end sale. So many of our favorites, which we paid full price for, are included. So it's a really, really good time to save. Number one is our Upper Baby Vista stroller, which we are such huge fans of. Leo is also a big fan of it, which is the most important thing, obviously, but this genuinely feels like the Rolls Royce of strollers. Like as soon as you push it, it feels so smooth. It's incredibly plush and comfortable, and everything just works really seamlessly. I would say this is large though, so if you don't have a very big car, then you may want to check the measurements, because we put it in the boot and it pretty much fills up the entire thing. Like there is not a lot of room to maneuver, so we can't use this for traveling because there would be no room for luggage, but for every day it's our go-to because he's just so comfortable in it. He sleeps happily for hours in there. Like it's just so good. And as I said, everything just feels so well made. So would highly recommend, if we're gonna do it again, I would just go for that one immediately, like no hesitation. We are just huge fans of this. Next up is the Trip Trap high chair, and this is another huge favorite for us. We actually got the newborn attachment for ours, so we have been using ours since day one. He has always joined us at the table for our meals, and it's just been the best thing. He just transitioned to the kind of proper sitting up position just last month, and he has the best time there. We also got the tray for him, so we just put his toys on there and his food, and he just has a whale of a time. I love the fact as well that this can go from baby right through to toddler, right through to proper child as well, so you do get so many years use out of it, and it is incredibly solidly made. Like you really do feel the quality when you move it. You can get so many different attachments and accessories, and even though it's a splurge, like I 100% think this is worth it. You buy well, you buy once, and it is just like the best thing. I would highly recommend. And now for a travel cot. So this is the Bugaboo Stardust travel cot. We bought this for travel and also for naps downstairs, but it actually is what he sleeps in every single night now. Like it is so good. We do also use it for travel when we need to as well. So it does fold up really neatly, and then it just kind of springs out. It's not like super tiny, but it's definitely a lot smaller when you pack it down than you would expect, considering it is a very good size, very comfortable cot. So we love this. As I said, he sleeps in it every single night. We haven't transitioned him out of our room yet, just because our one is the only one that has aircon, so we want to keep the temperature nice and comfortable for him, and he sleeps great in it. Like he finds it really comfortable. I love the fact that there is mesh around the sides as well, so nice and breathable. You can also use it for playtime too. And I would definitely recommend, if you are after a more kind of temporary cot solution, if you want something you can use to travel, this has been amazing. And then just a little clothing pick as well. I got this from last year's end sale, and it is the cutest thing. It's called bunting, which to be honest, I'm still not sure why it's called that, but it's basically a really warm cover-up, so it just buttons all the way down. And this is the warmest thing. Even when it was super crazy cold, he was snug as a bug in this. He was incredibly toasty. You also have these little ears as well, which is absolutely adorable. You have this nice fleecy lining, and it's just super cute, and it's gender neutral as well, which is really great. So absolutely love this. I think it's the cutest thing. And now for a baby product, which I'm definitely a little bit meh about, and this is our travel stroller. So this is the Baby Zen Yo-Yo travel stroller, and This is fine, but I'm definitely not super enthusiastic about it. Like, I did a lot of research into different travel strollers. We went for this one because, to be honest, it was the most recommended, and there do seem to be so many die-hard fans of this travel stroller. It's very, very portable, which is fantastic. So you can fold it up pretty easily. You can put it in the overhead bin of a plane. So very, very portable, which is amazing. But Leo just doesn't like it very much, especially compared to the upper baby, which is obviously very, very comfortable and plush. Yeah, he just kind of is always really fidgety. He can't really relax in it. He doesn't really take any good naps in there. And I do feel like, yes, it's very portable, but you do sacrifice a lot of comfort for that portability. So if I was going to do it again, I would probably look at a different stroller. I think I would rather have a little bit of extra weight and size in exchange for a bit more comfort for him. But if you do want maximum portability, then I do think this one is probably the right call. So it just depends on what you're going for. But for us, we aren't really super in love with it. And if I was going to do it again, I would probably go for a different stroller. And now for some home picks. So I do have the Barefoot Dreams blanket as number one on my list here because I love this thing. If you guys watch me regularly, you will know how much I love it. I have quite a few different variations and everyone loves it. Like, we have a baby one for Leo. Yoshi always seems to want to sit on my blanket. It like frustrates me no end. Dan loves it. Like, we fight over these blankets. That's how much we love them because they are just the softest, most snuggly, most dreamy blankets ever. So they don't probably need any more wears. They're just amazing. If you've not tried them, I would highly recommend. Next up is the Dyson vacuum, and this is just such a cult favorite at this point, I feel, and I am absolutely someone that's bought into the hype. And we're now on our third one because the other ones just really stopped working and they don't seem to have the longer shelf life, and so I do feel like you need to replace them. But even with that said, I'm happy to do so because I don't know what we would do without ours. I love the fact that they are cordless, so you don't have to worry about, you know, being plugged into things. And we do a lot of vacuuming because, you know, we have a Yoshi, we don't have a Leo, like they're just always mess about. And these are just fantastic. I would say that if you're looking at these generally, because I know they're on sale at a few different places, we've had different ones throughout the years, and for me they all perform the same. Like, we've tried the cheaper ones, we've tried the more expensive ones, we've tried the ones that specialize in pet hair. They all kind of seem to work the same. They all work really, really well, so I'm not sure if it's worth spending loads and loads extra to get the top tier one. For me, they just all seem to clean just fine. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this as a general product because we absolutely love ours and we would not be without it. And now for the Click and Grow. I mention this one every single year. I'm such a huge fan of it. It's basically a device that allows you to grow your own herbs and flowers and kind of little mini fruits and vegetables. Like, it's really great. I do have a garden now, but I'm not so much of a keen gardener, so this is really at my skill set. And it's just great. It's really low maintenance. You just pop some water in, you pop your little pots in, and it's so easy, and it always means that you have fresh herbs or whatever it is that you choose to grow in there. So good. It always fills the kitchen with the nicest scent, and I just love it. It's such a clever invention, and it's a really nice way to have a little bit of freshness and colour in your kitchen, especially if you're not a super great gardener like me. I will include links to every single item I talked about in today's video in the description section. I will also pop in the link for my blog post where I cover every single item I ordered from this year's sale, so I will link that as well if you wanted to check it out. If you do prefer video format though, I do have a video talking about the 11 items that I am most excited about from this year's sale, so I will link that. And if you want a more general guide to all the fashion items I am loving from the sale, then I do also have a video covering that as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.